Hey, how's it going? Welcome to another video. In this one, we're going to talk about how to make it to the MLB. If you have dreams to play in the bigs, this is the video for you. We're going to go over the path to the MLB and then what it takes to get there in this video. So let's just get right into it. Welcome to Upswing Baseball, where we give you tips and drills to improve your baseball skills. So subscribe and hit the bell if you want to take your baseball skills to the next level. And let's just do this. So like I said, we're going to talk about the path to the MLB. And first off, we're going to start with the normal path to the MLB, the typical path, but there are other ways to do it, and we'll talk about those after. But for most people, it all starts with Little League Baseball. From the ages of 5 to 13, you're moving through the ranks of like T-ball, coach pitch, maybe machine pitch, and then you move all the way up to kid pitch eventually. You start traveling more and more as you get older too. So some people act like you can tell whether or not a kid's going to get drafted at that young age, but in reality, they're way too young and still developing. And that's what youth baseball is all about: developing, getting stronger, better, improving your skills, and just really figuring everything out. It's not about trying to find who the next Mike Trout is. However, when you get to high school, that's when things start heating up. There's lots of things going on. You got the high school team, travel team, you got showcases, recruiting videos, and all the other things that go along with recruiting and trying to show yourself off to coaches so you can play in college or in the big leagues. I'm not going to go in depth into the recruiting process in this video, but I will say the number one most important thing at this age, at my age, focusing on your game and your skills. There's no amount of showcases and camps and all that stuff that can get you a scholarship if you're not good enough. The work's got to come first. You have to develop your skills so that you get to that level where you can play at the next level. But when you're good enough, then you can start doing those highlight videos, sending them out to coaches, reaching out and trying to get yourself recruited. Just know that if you're really good, if you're good enough, you're going to get discovered. Like, somebody will see you play, but then after you get discovered and you go on, get a scholarship, play in college, pretty much all school and baseball for the next 4 years or however long you're in college until you graduate. Then if you really have what it takes, you enter the MLB draft and then you'll get signed maybe. And that is the most typical route from beginning to end baseball careers to the MLB. Now we're going to talk about some of the alternate routes to the show. So just know if you don't go right along that path, you can still make it. It's not like there's one way to do this. For example, a lot of really good guys just get drafted out of high school and go play and get signed by a team straight after graduating high school. And then some other guys aren't quite as good after high school. I've seen this happen with a couple of my teammates. They've taken a year off, just went and played baseball for a year so they can get good enough to get a scholarship. There's also tons of independent leagues out there that are really competitive too. MLB isn't the only baseball league out there, believe it or not. So you can go play for those and develop your skills even more in those leagues until you're good enough to get signed. My point is, if you really want it, there are ways to make it. But I've talked enough about that. Now let's get into the good part of this video, what it really takes to make it, how good you have to be. So you probably already know this, but if you want to make it all the way up to the MLB, it's going to take tons of hard work. Here's a quick stat. Only 5% of high school players move on to playing college, and that's all levels, D1, D2, D3. That's 1 out of every 20. That's only college. We're talking about the MLB. So 0.2% of all high school players go all the way, make it all the way onto an MLB roster. That's 1 out of every 500. And I don't say that to discourage you. Actually, the opposite, I say it to motivate you. If you want to play in the major leagues, you got to be better than a lot of other players. And that really simply means you're going to have to work a lot harder than all those other players. You guys have all heard hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard, but it's so true. Even if someone's better than you today, if you work harder than them, eventually you're going to pass them. So what does it really mean to work hard? Working hard means showing up early for practice, getting early reps in before all your teammates. It means busting your butt in practice, trying your best all the way through. And after practice, hard work means going to the gym, getting those gains, you know. And then after you're done with all that, coming home and still working, studying the game, watching on TV, watching videos, studying your highlights, and also taking care of your body, eating right, icing, all that. Working hard means on the days that you don't have practice, still going to the field and getting better in some way. Making it to the majors isn't for everybody, obviously, because there's only like 1,280 players in the majors out of the like almost 500,000 high school players. But if you really love the game, all that hard work shouldn't be too much of a problem. So we talked about hard work. Now I'm going to talk about a couple of other things that are essential if you want to make it to the MLB. And those are determination, confidence, and every day giving your best. You got to have a lot of determination, working day in and day out through slumps, losses, injuries, whatever. And you have to have confidence. This is huge. You have to have confidence in your abilities, your dream, because a lot of times other people won't. You'll have doubters to be like, nah, you can't make it to the MLB. You're not good enough. But just tell them, I'm gonna be good enough someday. Maybe I'm not now, but I'm gonna work and I'm gonna get there. You really can do anything if you really set your mind to it and do what it takes. And last but not least, you have to give your best every day, every play, because that's just what it takes. When other guys slack off, you're still going 100%, and that's what's gonna give you an edge over them. All right, so that's how you make it to the MLB. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe if you are not. And then if you want, you can head down to the description. There's lots of cool stuff down there for you guys to check out. Thanks for watching. If you want to see another one of my videos, you can click the one down there. But I'll see you later.